Okay, now the queue is our next topic. It is based on FIFO concept. FIFO, that means first in first out, that is completely different from the stack. In stack we were using last in first out, and here we are using first in first out. That means the element which was inserted at first place, it will come out at first, and the last placed element would be deleted from the last position from the queue. So how can it possible? We have to just take example of list, because using of list we can create list or queue or stack very easily in Python. So before it, we have to discuss some applications of the queue also. First is synchronization. What do you mean by synchronization? Synchronization is a word which is used to manage or mapping of the data you are transferring. Let's suppose I'm giving you one example. You are transfer some data from one place to another, I mean from one PC to another. So in that particular time of your sending and receiving time would be the same, then only it would be known as sync data, or you can say synchronization is proper. Otherwise, if there is delay in time or there is some any problem kind of fetching the records or fetching the data from sender to receiver or receiver to sender, so there is some kind of asynchronous between the transferring of the data. So synchronization is what? When the data are transferred to any device, so it must be in sync. If it is async, that means it is not in synchronization process. A queue can be used for the synchronization. Next one is scheduling. Scheduling is basically used where the places when the more than one resources are required or share among multiple people. So, or we can say opposite of it also, when we have only a one resource and it has to be shared among multiple users, so it can be scheduled also. For example, if we take an example here, a printer is connected with 5 pieces. So here the sharing of that printer would be the same with among 5 pieces together. So there is a time slot, or you can say there has to follow any one scheduling algorithm. To follow that algorithm, all the customers or all the pieces which are requiring that particular resource can get at the same time for the same time slot. Now the next one is searching. Queue is very applicable for the searching procedure also. For example, breadth first search we are using to find the shortest minimum path. So queue is very useful there. Now the next one is interrupt handling, to handle all the kinds of interrupts between the processing of any process. So queue is the way to handle all these interrupts, in which order they were arrived. So as the interruption is arriving, which order it would be follow, it would be handled in the same order by using the queue. Now the next one is, we have here two operations on queue. First, front operation and the rear operation. Rear operation is used for insertion, and front operation is used for deletion of the elements from the queue here. So functions we are using for the insertion and deletion, this time we are using insert function. Instead of append function here. This is a difference, because we were using in stack here insert, here there append function, and here we are using as insert, because we have to mentioning here, we have to specify here position from which we have to get all these elements from the queue. So insert function we are using to insert, and the remove function we are using here pop function. Again, the latest element would be deleted from here. So now the next one is example. How can we get it? Q we have to maintain here a kind of a list here. Print Q, it would be printed here the same elements. Now Q dot insert position at 0th place we have to insert here 53. Look, here is the automatically these three, this is the example, these three elements were inserted already here. So the next position we are inserting here 0th position, that means that is the new place where we have to insert all these elements. So 53 element would be inserted at the 0th place here. This time this is 0th place. Now the next one is print Q, it would be printed same like as. Now the insert 0th 29. Now the next position will be 0th position again, because now this one has been inserted already. Now the next element would be inserted in a new place, and it would also here at the 0th position, that means the new position here. Again and again, whenever you are inserting any element, it would be updated at 0th position, that is a new position here. So we have to include here 29 at the 0th position here. We can print here Q. So by printing the Q, there is a output same. Now how can we pop elements, or how can we delete from here? See here, print Q dot pop function we are using here. Now this time this 7th element would be deleted from the front side. Look, we were inserting from the rear side, that is NQ. NQ operation would be performed here for insertion. DQ, that means for deletion of the element from the Q, and it is from the front side. This is from the front side. So first 7 would be deleted from here. Now the next one is, if we want to delete here next element, by default we are having here, because we are not passing here any index, so 3 would be deleted, and we are printing here Q. So 29, 53 and 5 would be deleted from here in this way. Now the next element would be 3. If we compare stack and Q here, so in stack, from here insertion and deletion would be performed here. So firstly 29 should be deleted from here. Now the 53, now 5, and so on in stack phenomena. But in Q there is a difference. Firstly, the first element which was inserted here 7, it would delete it first. Now the second element, now the third element, and so on. So these are the difference between stack and Q. So now this chapter has been completed with all the topics here and with all the programs here. I hope so it's clear to you. Thank you.